one of my favorite players to watch. Might be my favorite player. Nikola Jokic is my number one.
Yeah. I have Giannis 3, Embiid 2, and then I have Jokic also repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how this flipped because I don't remember. I think both of us. No, you had DeMar DeRozan as your MVP
Yeah.
back in the midseason, and at the time,
He was the first seed.
yeah, at the time he was the first seed, and that was not like everyone had him in their top 3, at least top 4, right?
Yeah.
And then I think I had Embiid as my number 1, but neither of us had Jokic, and he was kind of like a fringe. He was always there because Jokic is just that good, and we were saying like, if maybe if he keeps up this team success, if he clinches a playoff spot, whatever, with having not had Murray and MPJ the whole season, pretty much, then we'll talk about him. And that's exactly what he did, right? He clinched a playoff spot, the 6th seed, safe from that play-in. No Murray MPJ the whole season. Averaged a career high field goal percentage, 58% from the field, 27 points, 14 boards, and 8 assists. The first player ever with, 2,000 points,
1,000 rebounds, 500 assists,
and 500 assists.
Crazy.
Just, I don't know, man. Like it gets crazier and crazier just as time goes on.
Yeah.
Jokic.
And people are going to mention the team success, but you have to mention the West is top heavy.
Yeah.
The difference between the Nuggets and the Bucks or 76ers is 3 wins.
Yeah.
3 wins. I know it's a 6 seed versus like a 2 seed and a 3 seed or whatever, but it's 3 wins. And 3 wins can't be a big enough factor to give it to the other two. And a lot of people are going to be like 6 seed. Even we see the media pushing it. We see like D Wade say it on national television, saying 6 seed versus 2 seed. I don't know about getting 6 seed the MVP. It's 3 wins. And at the end of the day, we can't penalize Nikola Jokic for playing in the West.
Mm-hmm.
We have to give him where his credits due. And for him to carry this roster to within 3 wins of those guys means he had a better regular season. It's just simple. Like the roster is significantly worse. Like Aaron Gordon does not compare to James Harden or Tyrese Maxey, and Aaron Gordon doesn't compare to Middleton.
Yeah,
to Holiday.
No. Yeah, and I think this season's MVP award, I think, is maybe the most true to the definition of the award, most valuable player
his team,
to his team. Because where would they be? Where would the Nuggets be without Jokic on their team? They would be, tanking for Chet Holmgren, for Powell, Banchero, or all those guys. Like for real. I was looking at his on-off stats, Jokic, and they're
crazy.
Yeah, their point differential when he's on versus when he's off is 20 points better. Their points per 100 possessions when he's on versus off is 12 points better, and their effective field goal percentage is 6.5% better when he's on versus when he's off. And interestingly, the defensive stats are a lot better too when he's on versus off. So I found that really interesting too.
It's crazy to think by the second year, by the end of the season, Nikola Jokic has made it not even a race, because it's not a race anymore.
It's not.
We all know Jokic has won this MVP, and it's evident. The media is going to push narratives because these players play in bigger markets, they're more exciting players, whatever. But Jokic is the MVP. It's not, people can't say it's just because of advanced stats he won. This is an insane advanced stat season. It's such a big, it's so big, the difference that he is the guy that won this award. I think anyone who's watched all 3 and can objectively say it without needing to push a narrative, because they want to push a narrative. They want to push this race. They want to make it competitive until the last day, because that's how they get clicks. That's how they get money. Mm-hmm. But if anyone who's watching who doesn't have a narrative to push knows Nikola Jokic has won this award. And it's crazy to say, man, back-to-back MVP at such a young age from the second round, 6 seed with 48 wins, without his 2 best players making max money. Man, this season is historic, and it was fun to watch, and it's incredible because even I expected him to be an 8 seed, around there, but he's definitely even smashed my expectations.
Yeah, totally. This in my opinion is the most objectively true MVP that it could possibly be. Yeah. He coming off of an MVP season, he had no narrative coming in. He's not, for some reason, there's no media narrative around Jokic. No matter how good he is. He had no narrative push, and he just put together a season that you look at and you compare it to other seasons from these other players, and you cannot deny that he's the MVP. It's objective. There's no debate. He might I don't know if he's going to be unanimous, but it should be very close to it.
Yeah.
Insane. And I mean, Giannis, shout out to him, averaged a career high in points this year, 29.9.
Great
2
season.
seed, he obviously has the defense, and Embiid has
Yeah.
the defense as well. Embiid led the league in scoring this year, 30.5 points. So amazing seasons from those two, but like you said, 3 wins
not a big enough difference.
3 wins versus not having 2 max players. I think.
Yeah.
I think that swings in Jokic's favor.
If they won like a Suns level amount of wins, then they would have got this award.
Yeah.
But they didn't at the end of the day. If they, you know what I mean? Like if and buts can always rule the world, but they didn't. They didn't. You know, like, and if Devin Booker had a Giannis or an Embiid type impact, then he would have won this award. But Chris Paul was there.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on Instagram.